The budget computer market has been stuck in the same cycle for years. Spend a little, and you usually get a machine that feels slow, cheap, and outdated almost immediately. Spend a lot, and suddenly everything improves: the display, the speed, the build quality. That gap created the idea that good technology always comes with a premium price. But that may be changing. According to current rumors, Apple could be preparing something very unusual: the Mac Neo. A tiny desktop that may bring the Mac experience to people who never considered buying one before. And if the leaks are even close, this could become one of Apple's most disruptive products in years. The reason is simple. Apple may have found a way to remove the biggest cost barriers in a computer. No built-in screen. No battery. No keyboard. No trackpad. No unnecessary extras. Just the core hardware in the smallest possible body. That allows them to focus all of the cost on the processor, storage, and performance. That is where the rumored chip becomes important. Reports suggest Apple may use a mobile-class processor similar to an A-series flagship chip, giving the Mac Neo strong efficiency and surprisingly high performance. In a desktop enclosure, that chip could run faster for longer because it is not limited by battery life. That changes everything at the low end of the market. Budget PCs often rely on weak processors, low-quality cooling, and entry-level components that age quickly. Apple's strategy could attack that directly. Instead of offering a compromised machine, they may deliver something compact, quiet, and capable at a price that competes with low-cost Windows desktops. This is especially significant because companies like Dell, HP, and Lenovo have long controlled the affordable desktop segment. Apple entering that space would force buyers to compare not just price, but experience. And that is where Apple tends to stand out. Education may be one of the biggest targets. Schools have depended on Chromebooks because they were inexpensive and simple. But if Apple can offer a lower-cost desktop Mac, students gain access to professional tools from day one. Software like Final Cut Pro, Xcode, and Logic Pro becomes part of early learning instead of something only professionals use later. That creates a long-term ecosystem advantage. Once users become comfortable with macOS, they often stay inside Apple's software and services. The hardware becomes the entry point for subscriptions, storage, and future device purchases. The real business may not be the desktop itself, but everything that follows. The design rumors make it even more interesting. Instead of the familiar silver desktop style, reports suggest bold colors and an extremely compact body. Small enough to move between rooms, workspaces, or offices without effort. If it is truly fanless, it may also be completely silent. Then there is longevity. That is something people often overlook. Many low-cost computers become frustrating after a couple of years. Fans collect dust. Hinges break. Batteries fail. A solid-state desktop removes many of those weak points. Fewer moving parts often means a much longer lifespan. That could make the Mac Neo especially attractive for families and students. Instead of replacing a budget laptop every few years, they may buy one small desktop that keeps working for much longer. The most important part is not the hardware. It is the message. Apple may be signaling that premium computing no longer has to start at premium prices. If the Mac Neo launches as expected, it may not just challenge budget PCs. It could completely change what people expect from affordable computers.